back every time. We go out of style. What?
I want to give you a karaoke moment.
If they play Wild Extremes, I'm about to knock this out of the park right here.
Fucking, you like that weird lizard lady. I can't stand her.
About the lyrics, son. She knows me.
No, you like her. You like her and her stupid ass attitude.
She's all right.
You know I'm right.
Lyrically, though.
So what's new, dog? Another week, another podcast. We're getting back to regular content. And by we, I mean I. And by regular content, I mean one video a week.
I'm trying to figure out what these people are talking about. I think one is a broker for some drug dealer, and the other one's in debt. I think that's what it is.
I couldn't tell if they were on a date or if they were like financial planning his
I think
future.
the financial planning his future. Now, as somebody who used to take his ex-girlfriend to Starbucks all the time, granted, we did talk about stuff, but it was more like, hey, do you think your mom's asleep so I can finger bang you when I get back to the house?
Like, I want an AK-47
Yeah, yeah. I want to dry hump you until my balls are just the bluest blue.
I want to look like a beat-up Smurf.
Yeah. I want to look like I'm smuggling 3 Smurfs in my pants.
Oh, jeez.
So it wasn't like, hey, we should talk about our future right here at the Bucks. That's what we called it.
The Bucks? Is that what we're calling it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
That's what we called it, because we're there so often.
Okay.
So, but I know I didn't do that.
I can't tell if they were like on a date.
Well,
but
and
look,
we would meet at like Starbucks because we live far apart. So it'd be like, oh, let's meet during the week at the Bucks.
I'll take your word for it.
And but it was just like, oh, how are you doing? Let's talk about stuff. But it wasn't like, oh, so how's your financial future? It was not that.
Which, by the way, they're still in their car right now. Like, the car hasn't left.
Maybe he's diving for some hidden treasure. He's deep sea fishing.
What if he's just getting a good handy, dog? You know what I'm saying? She's like, hey, no, we can't do anything right now.
Maybe. Might be.
I think Whale Lore over there is calling for reinforcements. Oh, shit. You think reinforcements might have come in? No, maybe not.
Might be.
Fucking milk tank over there. That's for reinforcements. No, you guys are not going to get those references.
Just kind of use rollout.
Anyways.
Man.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of, I was telling you I downloaded the Pokemon Silver.
Yeah, the
Went
old
back
school one.
7 generations, man. Shit's fire.
I don't got the time to play that kind of shit, man. That's another reason why I like first-person shooters are like my thing right now, primarily because you and I could sit together and load up a game and play it, for a couple hours maybe. But that's it. Like, we've gotten a few games in. We're having some fun. We talk some shit. We play whatever. But committing to a game, like, I love JRPGs, but committing to a game where you have to commit to 40 hours of story and involvement and immersion into that world, I don't have that time anymore. I got too much shit going on. And even as I let things go, like I've started doing less and less YouTube videos, it's hard to justify like doing more shit like video gaming when there's other things I want to do.
Yeah, it's true. Because I know on Pokemon Sun I have, because it always tells you how many hours you put into it. I'm like over 100.
Over 100?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude, you could have solved AIDS.
No, I couldn't have. Don't lie.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And some of that is that I just like leave it on.
Why?
I'm lazy.
I'm going to come back and leave it. It's all melt. I knew guys that were like that. Like once when I worked at the market research company, there was this guy who I could have swore now in hindsight, I feel like he was doing cocaine. But that's besides the point.
It was like he always had nosebleeds.
No. He was always like super fast, super on it. Anyways, he's a super big gamer, and he used to tell me he used to leave his Xbox on all day. He used to go to work and he'd be on, and then he'd come back, and just that way he could keep going.
That's how you show people you got money.
I guess.
You just waste electricity.
Well, he would say he would just burn through Xboxes because they'd just overheat at some point, and just break.
You can't do that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like, see, I leave the DS on because I let kids at work play it. So you just close it and it goes into rest mode.
What is it, Taylor Swift radio? I'm gonna go tell King Kai to change this shit immediately.
Well, it's because her new album came out today, so I think they must be doing a partnership with her.
Anyways, go ahead, continue.
Well, so you close the DS, and I think it goes into rest mode, so I think it counts those hours too.
Oh, maybe.
So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it does.
All right, son, it's time. You ready for this shit? You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
It is time for my annual sport. I train all year for this shit, all right? Black Friday's around the corner. It's fucking time. This is like the third year in a row where I talk about it on the podcast. It's on, dog. All the ads have been released.
They're going to be like, it's Jonathan's annual dick giving party. Line up.
Line them up, ladies.
Yeah.
No. It's Black Friday, dog. I'm getting ready. I'm getting trained. I'm going to get some extra cardio in a couple weeks beforehand. I'm going to try to perfectly time this so I peak right at the right moment for this.
I haven't looked at ads, man.
Dude, they're all out. They're all out.
I saw that. Everybody's like giving them ad. I'm like, I want it to be a secret.
No, fuck that. They're out already. Even Home Depot. Home Depot is always notorious for blocking all these sites. Oh, great. Here comes Milk Tank with their backup. Home Depot is notorious for blocking companies who post them. And so... Fucking Milk Tank. And so they left it on.
Mm-hmm.
So... I think they're all out. Target, Best Buy, Costco, which who cares? Target, Best Buy. Which are the big ones? Target, Best Buy, Home Depot.
Circuit City.
Shut the fuck up. You have me thinking about that. I'm like, Circuit City? Asshole. I'm like, Circuit City sounds familiar. No. Circuit City's been dead. What else is it? That it?
That's it.
My folks
Lowe's?
are talking about getting TVs. And
People going to Lowe's?
Lowe's? Does Lowe's even have a Black Friday sale? Can we not pick up fucking chairs nowadays? Anyways, I've never seen a Lowe's ad in a long time, to be honest with you. I don't know. Anyways, my folks are thinking about getting a TV, and they're like, well, Best Buy looks like they have some decent ones. And I'm like, dude, unless Best Buy is doing a ticket system, good luck. Any of the really good shit at Best Buy, you got to camp out like a week before. Best Buy don't fuck around. Best Buy is what I call like pro-level Black Friday people.
Yeah, I undo that.
I am an amateur. All right, I'm not spending overnights waiting for some dumb shit. I don't care that much. Best Buy is the worst place to go for Black Friday. Like for you, if you want that, what is it, doorbuster sale? Best Buy is the worst place to go and expect to get that.
So we gotta go get a tent and be like camped out like a week before.
Did you see there's companies? I saw that Casey was talking to some of the people that wanted the iPhones.
Mm-hmm.
There's companies that, I guess in New York and I'm sure in other places where you can hire people to wait in line for you, or even buy the item for you and then they just sell it for you for a fee or whatever.
Huh.
I mean, what's the profit margin there in order for you to wait in line for days for like an iPhone? I don't know, but
I mean, probably a good profit if you're waiting in line for iPhone.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So I don't have anything to get. Do you have anything you're gonna get? What are you looking for?
I have nothing. I'm trying to just save money, man.
I mean, I'm still gonna go, like last year, but there's nothing where I'm like I'm gonna have to fight for it.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. They stopped playing Taylor Swift.
Thank God. Thank Cthulhu. I
my boy Cthulhu out of this.
I'm trying to think of what. I mean, I guess I can go for my parents and see if they got a TV. I just feel like they're better off. They're better off ordering it online.
Yeah, they can get it online.
I'm just trying to think of.
Then there can be those people who are like, all right, so we got the 75-inch TV. Let's fit it in our Volkswagen Jetta.
Yeah, man. Anything over like a 65, you got to have a decent car in order to fit in.
You need to have a truck.
Yeah.
It's not mess around. You need to have a truck.
Yeah. Well, I'll find out. I mean, if they got a good deal somewhere and we're not going to do anything, I just won't go to Best Buy.
No.
We go to Best Buy after everything else.
Yeah.
But
I haven't looked at anything. I don't really need anything. Like, I'm trying to save money.
You should have gotten that laptop I showed you on I sent you the link for earlier.
That laptop was legit, man.
It's not like a new model, but it looks like he's taking some of these models and he's upgrading them. because it had an i7 processor and a shitload of SSD. It's not a regular hard drive; it's an SSD hard drive.
It's legit.
And it's a decent price.
So yeah, it's pretty legit. But
Motorcycles.
I was pretty impressed. But listen, I'm trying to save money. There's not too many things I want. Maybe a game, some games, maybe.
Games are always good to pick up, but what I'm saying is, like, Black Friday, you go where you're gonna like fight for something. I'm gonna get into that thick of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty. I want that tension. Remember a couple of years ago when we went for those chairs, and it's like you felt the tension, people looking. Like we should just, like, you know, one thing I do kind of want is more Tupperware, because my Tupperware needs to be replaced by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they always have plenty of Tupperware. But just for shits and giggles, we should just get up to the boxes like they're not gonna have any more in about 2 minutes after the. You know what I mean? Just to get the experience. But let's be honest, nobody's gonna fight us for the Tupperware.
Might not fight for Tupperware. Well, you know, I had to look see if there's any special pops out.
No.
Nowhere. Nobody has boxes out. Pop boxes.
No.
Then I don't really need nothing too much. Maybe I'll probably have to check Hot Topic. See if they might have all those shirts like $10.
I'm sure they will. It's always the same specials they have just to clear out stock. But I didn't see a Hot Topic ad.
Yeah.
But the major ones are out.
Yeah, but I mean, nothing major, man. I don't need nothing too crazy. You said I think there was a DS at Target. I think my sister might want to pick that up.
iPad's a pretty good deal. Like Target, remember the iPad Pro we saw? That's like $150 off on Target.
So how much is it now?
I don't know how much it is normally. I think they're like... I'll look it up right now, to be honest with you. The iPad Pros are pretty expensive. And you know what the craziest part is? I don't think those iPad Pros come with a pen. That's a separate charge.
That's crazy, man.
Let me see. iPad Pros on Amazon. That's certified refurbished. They're roughly... Holy shit. It looks like it depends on which one you get. But they're anywhere from, it looks like 600 to about 800.
What?
Yeah, man. They're a legit device. You know who has one and does really cool shit with it is Winston.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those artist guys use it.
Shout
and
out to Winston.
They use it to.
They said we're gonna see you in a few months.
Yeah, you're actually going?
Fuck yeah, I'm going.
You're not? Or you
I
are?
am, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Talking about.
Well, last time you were all salty about whether or not you're
salty
going.
about everything. Ask me next week, I'm gonna say no. Ask me all the way up until you're going, and I'm gonna be like no. And then the week before, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm going.
You get laid, son. I feel like this is you just needing to get
laid. Wow, why do you have to say that?
I'm just saying. I think
why can't we keep up appearances? Why can't you say, man, you got laid last night?
Because I think
our new friends are listening to this. You can't
I think this is where your salt flakes are coming from. See that drink you're drinking didn't have salt in it. Didn't have salt in it. You put that salt in there.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I thought King Kai put something in there, but no,
it's
just mine.
That's
Natural
just you,
salted.
dog. That's just you. So
naturally rock salty.
Yeah, pretty much. So ultimately, maybe that's why you're so
rock
salty.
Salt on that.
Anyway, so
I don't remember that level of Mario.
Yeah, I don't.
Is that one of the hidden levels?
I'm getting too distracted here. So I don't know, man. All I know is I'm excited. I'm always excited. Get up early. Get your aggression on. You know what I'm saying? What are we at? What are we in? A few weeks away?
Yeah, a couple weeks, man. 2.
Thanksgiving's on the 23rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 4th Thursday. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's literally next week when this podcast is released.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Crazy, dude. I wonder if anything, like, is there anything that you're like, you see online that you're like, oh, I want that? I wonder if Ensurgo is going to have their decks on sale.
Oh, that'd be a good thing.
What other companies rock some cool shit online that you're like, I wouldn't get this. It's too expensive.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, but that might be a good one to get. I don't know where I would fit those because like I got so much stuff in my room already.
Take your shit down from the walls, dog. You got plenty of wall space. Just make some more space.
No, I do not have.
You got plenty of shit. Take down some of your art.
Dude, I took down all my art.
Take down some of your crows.
My crows are awesome. Actually, there's one place that has some like little model crows. They're like done out of rock or wood or something that I want to get.
Probably like plastic, vinyl. I'm gonna fucking stab my eye.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Fucking A. Anyways, yeah, there's really nothing I want, man. I think if you're not a person that's like gonna go out in the early crack of dawn, I think there's still great things to get though, like things that you don't have to fight for, like video games that came out this year, like that Call of Duty World War whatever.
That one.
Dude, that thing already is like $30, I think, this coming Black Friday. Like, it just came out.
Yeah, I might be a good one pick.
And like,
I might pick up a few of those so I can play with some of the Gen Ed kids.
Wait, what, you take your freaking thing to school?
No, online.
Yeah. I guess. I wouldn't mind getting on an Xbox, but we talked about that earlier.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna see how much is the not Xbox, PlayStation Live or whatever it is.
I don't know. It's probably like $50 a year.
I was thinking about doing that. Get online.
But games are always good. Movies are always good because movies are gonna be cheap as shit. Like, you're gonna be able to get a movie for like $3. Seasons of shows are gonna be cheap. Those are always good. Tupperware is gonna be cheap. You're gonna be able to get a whole set for like $7.
That's fun to get you for your birthday or for
Tupperware?
Christmas. Tupperware.
I'm trying to think of what else is always a good deal at Black Fridays. What else?
Clothes? You need some clothes?
I hate going clothes buying on Black Friday, but there is that one jacket I've been thinking about. So we'll see.
Dude, that jacket's too much. We'll find you another one.
We're going to have to find another one because I like that jacket. I'm not mad at that jacket.
It's ridiculous.
I'm mad at that jacket.
Too much. Like, are you Conor McGregor? You need to look that good?
But see, you said it. It looks that good. That's a
It
good looking jacket.
It doesn't actually look that good. I have two jackets that look just like that. One of them my dad found at Goodwill.
I call bullshit. I'm going to go check your drawers when we get to the house.
We can check it, yeah.
I call bullshit.
My dad's going to be like, look, Mr. Tell your faggot-ass friend, I found this at Goodwill. I'm like, wow. Is that how you say? Talk to my friend. He's like, yeah, faggot. Like, all right.
We got to do this podcast early in the day on the inside.
Yeah, or Saturday. It's derailing your train of thought, right?
Yeah. Smoke usually does.
Yeah, it does that.
So, yeah, I don't know. All I know, man, is I'm excited about Black Friday. I'm excited. Even though I got nothing to buy. Nothing. I'm not interested in anything. The only thing I'm interested in is if maybe, like, the gun place we go to is having a sale on guns. And then maybe, I mean, what have we been doing?
Good time to stock up on bullets.
Dude, this would be a good time to stock up on bullets. Remember, like, Splinter Cell was ready for, like, the zombie apocalypse. Maybe I should be ready for the zombie apocalypse.
Maybe.
Who else? I mean, what else? I mean, there's really nothing, man.
Nothing, man. There's not too much. You know, actually, I have to see if my sister, one, works on that day. Then we might have to go get some stuff she might want.
That's an option. I mean, once again, it's nothing I'm really interested in.
I think she's either going to work... Because Black Friday now starts on, like, Thanksgiving Day, pretty much.
Yeah, but she'll have to go in Thanksgiving night, right? To open up. She's at that clothing store?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they open Thanksgiving Day? They probably open Friday, like, at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I don't know. She don't know yet. You know, she also works right next to us. You see how we're at this place right here?
Right.
She works at this tax place next door to us.
Oh, that too?
Yeah.
Wow.
I make that money.
Bumping up that resume, man.
That's right.
Why tax place? Is people already getting ready for tax season or businesses, I guess?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're going to train her, I guess, in December. And then that way she's ready for tax season, which I guess is January through April.
Yeah, that's when the personal taxes hit hard. Yep. Businesses are weird. They're like on a different cycle, but I don't know, man. I'm still excited to go. Always am. I will never probably ever top that fucking TV story that I told a few years ago on the podcast. Look for that podcast down below. I might even link. I forgot to link anything last week. I'll link it this week. I'll link the other 2 Black Friday podcasts down below. Second, you could get my reenactment of fighting for my 32-inch TV that's horribly bad now, by the way. But
I say,
I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it because it's such a great
you
story.
You don't need it, man. It's over. It's done with.
I don't know. Long story short, that TV's a shit. But I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what we get ourselves into. GameStop's still gonna have the same shit they always have. It's like buy one get 15 free of used games that they have. Like they're overstocked.
So they're probably trying to get rid of everything.
I mean, gaming systems are not the time to buy unless you buy them used. Which, if you're gonna buy them used, you might as well just get them on Craigslist. So, I don't know. All I know is that I'm excited. That's an awesome meme.
I just showed John the most accurate meme that's ever been made.
I'm going to post that. But, yeah. Anything you need? Games?
Wow. I need that gaming setup.
That's a good game. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of, like, figures or something that are like, I've always wanted that, but I didn't want to justify the drop in cash. But, nah, there's really nothing I need.
No, I just got to start looking. I haven't looked at all.
I always find something at, like, a Home Depot or something, but even then, it's like I don't really need anything from Home Depot. Anyways, what else you got going on, dog?
Nothing. I just saw the video of. So there's that Bellator fight tonight, and then I guess what Conor McGregor's training partner or friend or buddy or guy he knew in kindergarten was fighting, and then Conor jumped in the ring.
Yeah, that was earlier.
Yeah, that was earlier.
No, it was like early in the day, dude. It was like early this morning.
Whatever, but. So Conor jumped in the ring to like congratulate this dude, right? To his friend that won the fight.
Right.
And it's just crazy. Like, Conor's super excited. And so he like jumps on him and, kind of tackles him down. He's like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you," whatever. Irish jarble. And then, they kind of split him up. And then this ref legit pushes Conor. And then Conor pushes this dude back.
Well, my thing is just like, why is he jumping into the fence?
I don't know. That's the first question. But like, watch. Let me show you real quick.
All right, so he's jumping. He jumps on him in happiness. I thought he was like almost attacking his face.
Like, I didn't see it the first time, but that dude pushes him. Legit pushes him.
No, it wasn't a legit. It was a little push.
Yeah, he pushed him.
Conor pushed him for sure.
Yeah, no, Conor pushed him back. It's just crazy.
I don't know, man. The whole thing looks like it's like a WWE stunt.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Either that or Conor's doing some major coke. He just seems like he's way too hyped.
Hey, he is. He's when you got the Iron Fist power, man.
Coke is what powers it, right?
Coke is what powers. Yeah.
I don't know, man. So what else is going on with you, man? Besides Black Friday unpreparedness that you got going on.
Not too much. Oh, man.
Damn, that coffee does nothing for you, huh?
No. I think this made me ready for more sleep. I'm going to have to get the hot one next time.
It's probably because it's cold.
Well, I wanted the cold one because, it's like easier to drink, but I'll have to get the hot one next time. Keep me up more. Hold on, GTA's happening.
Holy crap. You see police pull in here, they're like, you guys need to get out. We have complaints.
We haven't got to the...
See him pull into McDonald's. He's just looking for his food.
Yeah. We haven't got to the raunchy stuff yet. I was telling you how I pulled a kid off a bus earlier.
Yeah, what was he doing? Fighting?
The little asshole didn't want to get off the bus.
Why?
He's being a jerk ass.
So you yanked him off?
No, I was there sipping on my beverage in the morning like I do.
Right.
And he didn't want to get off the bus. The bus has to leave because he has other schools to go to. He has to pick up the other special needs kids at the other schools that they go to. He didn't want to get off
like
the
a little
bus.
short bus.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He didn't want to get off the bus.
To go to school.
So he was at the school, at our school, and he was supposed to get off the bus. He didn't want to. They all tried to talk to him. He didn't want to. They were trying to go on there to like talk to him more, but he was on the top step, and he would like start punching anybody who came up there and start kicking.
Serious?
Yeah, and so he was in the first seat, and he would hear people come on there, and he would start like punching and kicking as soon as they got on there. And so he was just going back from seat to seat. He would just start going from seat to seat, and he was just like guarding it,
Like a Jet Li movie? He
Yeah.
was like kicking and flipping.
Yep,
And
he was just going back seat to seat, like he was guarding it, like he was playing, like he was protecting it.
And just like
That's
a Jet
right.
Li movie, did you catch his kick and then slam him on one wall and then slam him on the other wall?
Very, very similar. So I was like, I was telling all the people that worked in the other room, because I was just there minding my own business. I was like, some big brother dude could just go in there and grab him and end this. But I was like, whatever. And then, like 5 more minutes have passed. I was like, somebody should go in there and get him. Only if they're a big brolic dude here to do it. Oh, this muscle is so big here. So then, like 15
You could like
minutes
line
pass.
up the women so they could see me doing
Yeah,
this.
15 minutes pass, and so I talked to this one girl, and she was like, and the principal and the vice principal come out there. They're trying to negotiate with him. That's their first problem. They're trying to negotiate with him, like he's a hostage. It's like it's a hostage situation. And so they're like, no, that's not working. So the one chick I talked to, I'm like, you just say the word, I'll go get him. Like, I'll do it, no problem. And so she went to go tell the main chick, and they're like, yeah, go get him. Because, like, it's been like 30 minutes already, and the bus needs to leave to go get the other kids from, like, the other schools, because they're, like, making everybody late. So, yeah, I was like, all right. So I take off my man purse I wear.
Your man purse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Manly as fuck. And I go in there, and he's in the furthest seat. And so I go in there like I'm hunting a velociraptor, I'm all quiet. And then he sees me apparently, and he just starts like kicking. I'm like, dude, I didn't even touch you yet. And he starts yelling. I'm like, dude, I didn't even touch you.
What's he yelling?
Yet. He's just like, ah. I'm like, dude, calm down.
Was he getting like flashbacks when he played GTA 5 or what?
I guess. I'm like, dude, I didn't even touch you yet. Calm down. So I grab him and I put him in a hold, and I yank him off the bus. And then the only hard part, it would have been easier, but the stairs are like kind of hard to get down with him because he's like flailing around like a freaking one of those like inflatable tube men. He's just flailing around like that with his long ass legs and arms. He's just flailing around. So I'm like yanking him down there, and he's still kicking down the stairs. And so I finally get him, and I'm holding him, and I have him. So I have him in a hold. I have his arms like crossed, and I'm holding him, and he's like bouncing up and down. You know how John Jones fights?
Yeah.
So he's doing that, except I have his back against my chest, and so he's still popping up like that, and he's like trying to hit me with the back of his leg. He's trying to hit me like that, and so like his handler is like 5 foot nothing.
His what? Oh, his handler.
Yeah, it was like 5 foot
handler.
nothing.
I was like, what is that?
No, his handler is like 5 foot nothing. She's a chick. And so, like, when he does that, like, backwards kick thing, it normally hits her, like, in the knee. So I, like, hurts her. So he's trying to do that to me, and he's, like, hitting me in the foot. I'm like...
Was the guy watch UFC before you got on there? Or
yeah,
what?
I'm like, dude, what are you trying to do? He's like, I'm trying to hit you. I'm like, bro, I'm, like, 6 foot tall. This ain't doing nothing to me. I'm like, calm yourself down. Because, he's, like, used to, like, hitting women and stuff. Because I'm, like, a grown-ass man. So, like, you don't know what to do. So he's like trying to hit me, and I'm like, dude, you ain't doing nothing. And so he's still like bouncing up around. I have him for like 5 minutes, and he's still bouncing up and down. I'm like, all right, dude, I had enough of this. I'm like, I'm gonna put you on the ground. He's like, what? I'm like, I'm gonna put you on the ground. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I am. So I sweep his legs out from under him, and I just drop him on the ground.
Did you really?
Yeah.
In the bus?
No, on the. I took him off the bus, and we were on the ground on like the grass.
So You had taken him off the bus and he was still acting aggro?
Yeah. Yeah, after I got him on the grass, he was laid down. I had him lay down, and I put all my weight on him. I had his like arms crossed, and his handler like grabbed his legs because he was still trying to kick. And I was still trying to like talk to him. I'm like, look, dude, I need you to stop. And they're still being nice to him. They're like, oh, just calm down, it'll be all right. I'm like, look, that you need to calm your shit. And they were like still being nice to him, but so long story short, he was finally getting the hint because I didn't let him go. I started like squeezing tighter, and he was finally gonna get ready to go, but then they ended up negotiating with him, and so he got his way in the end.
What are you supposed to do in that situation?
Fuck him up. That's what I do.
No, but like seriously, like what are you supposed to do in that situation? If a kid comes in and he's acting aggro, I mean, not to be fucked up, but is the reason why you're able to take some shit is because he's special ed? Because if this was a normal kid, you guys just wouldn't let him flay around and hit shit all over the place.
Yeah, it's the same difference. Apparently, like this is what those people say.
Who's those people?
Those soft vanilla white people.
Okay.
Those people sitting that way towards us.
Okay.
They are like, oh, let's negotiate soft with them. So they're like, look, just come off the bus. It's fine. It'll be okay. We'll give you what you want.
But would they do that with a non-special kid?
Yeah, they'll do that with anybody because that's just their mentality. It's soft.
But are you allowed to be as aggressive as you are with them?
Fuck, I did it. My mentality is you gotta end it because if you don't, then it just gets worse.
No, I know what you're saying. I guess my whole point is like I wouldn't want you to get in a lawsuit because the whatever kid. Now, like.
Well, and the thing is too, I don't like do WWE moves on them. I do all legit moves that they taught me. So I'm not doing like figure four leg locks.
You're like the Cold Stunner.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing that. I'm doing all legit moves they taught me in training for this. So it's nothing
so I
crazy.
Guess you're supposed to do this, right? But like, do the parents have any sort of responsibility associated with this? Like, if your kid comes to school looking like he's trying to be John Jones, I mean, do they have any responsibility associated with this?
I don't know. Probably.
You can't call them and be like, look, your kid just literally went John Jones on our Vitor Belfort and our Shogun Hua.
I always say, if the kid's gonna cause harm, then you have to like go hands on.
Dude, this is
just
why
my hands on. My hands on is just a lot more hands on than yours.
This is another reason why you need to take jiu-jitsu with me, dude. You know how useful this would be if you just sweep the legs. Look, how much of a badass would you be, right? Let's say you were like, the kid's in the bus by himself, and he's like flailing, right? And then nobody's in the bus with him, and you're just like, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Be ready. And you just go in, you close. Check this out. Picture this in your mind, right? Everybody in the podcast. Picture this in your mind. Ruben's walking up to the bus. First of all, he tells the hottest chick next to him, he's like, I'll be right back. He walks away slowly towards the bus, right? And as you slowly walk up the bus, you close the door behind you. That creaky. The door's closed. You don't see what's going on in the bus. And all of a sudden, you come out and that kid's on your shoulders, knocked out. And you just drop him on the grass and be like, he'll wake up in a couple minutes. Boom. That girl's gonna be like, let me blow you. Just be like, all right, I guess.
I don't think I knock him out that way.
No. All you get. I'm not saying you TKO him.
Just put him to sleep gently.
Put him to sleep. Yeah, and then it's not painful. It's not painful.
Just let sweet unconsciousness take him.
Yeah, all it is, dude, is you don't want to go with armor leg locks.
Sleep.
Don't go with armor leg locks because you don't want to break anything. That's a lawsuit. What you do is you find a way to take the back. And then you just slowly choke him out.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Dude.
That's probably not good advice.
Dude, it's great advice.
No, it's really not. Don't
Why
do
is it
that. Because they can't do that.
Why not?
Those are not moves they taught me.
Yes, but these are better moves because nobody got hurt. And when he wakes up, I'm sure he's going to be pretty relaxed. Dude, and there's no repercussions to getting passed out.
I don't know about that.
I've come very close. I've come very close
Uh,
where you just feel like it's not like even an air thing, because it's not like your air is gone. You can still breathe. It's more about like the fact that you're restricting the blood flow to your head, and so like that I was like going to the breather again. Anyways, you're restricting the blood flow to your head, so when you squeeze it in there, it just everything kind of like slows down. It seems like you're getting lightheaded, and then you come back to life. I've never been through the full passed out part, but I got pretty close. And I'm telling you, that's the best case scenario. You walk out, you open that creaky door again, have the kid over your shoulder, you just gently put him on the ground and be like, I'm going to go have my lunch break right about now. And you just walk away. And that girl's going to be like, oh my God. Oh my God.
How about that?
So I'm telling you, ladies
Anyways.
ladies that are listening to the podcast, please confirm that
All
I'm
my
right.
actual moves I did were legit ones.
Yeah, I'm telling you to get
State
even higher legit
of
moves.
Arizona legal moves.
Dude, I wonder, I'm curious. I talked to a police officer about
They were
this.
not USADA approved, but
No, I'm curious. If you get in an altercation, like in a bar or whatever, right?
mm-hmm.
And I guess it's still assault, right? Like you're still putting your hand on somebody, right? But it's very different. Like if you break someone's arm, then that's some you're gonna get some issues with that, right? But if you choke somebody out and they wake up, but they were like it was a self-defense thing, you're probably fine. But I guess in that same logic, if somebody attacks you or is aggro with you in self-defense, you break their arm, I think you're gonna be okay too.
Mm-hmm. Probably just can't go overboard. You can't be like, so this dude touched me slightly, so I punched a hole through his chest.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of like somebody gets aggressive with you, and you're in the right, but then you choke him out, and he just passes out, and then you're like, just so he remembers me by, and you break it up.
No, that's too much.
That's where my mind goes.
No, you have to do it like
I want you to
back in
remember
high
me every
school.
week, every winter.
Wow. You have to do it like in our high school, where they say you gotta take 3 punches and then you can get hit back.
That's a dumb rule, man. Because in 3 punches, you
Was it 3 or is it 1? I think
whatever
it was
it
3.
is. I think whatever it is, man. You got the likelihood of getting knocked out.
The 3 is a lot, man. You have to have a good guard.
You gotta just protect the head. If you let them get some body shots and you survive the body shots, dude, you're good to go. And then
You're
you can
gonna be
just
feeling
unload.
it later, but
Go for a double leg takedown. Dude, you know what I worry about more? Fucking how that hurt. You know what I worry about? The more that I watch like those Street Fight World Hip Hop videos,
what?
I worry about those like when you see kids and they do like a double leg takedown on people, and then they just slam them on the ground. That's a scary one, because then you see people's heads rock back and hit the concrete, because they're all usually like on some suburban area, so it's like concrete or like pavement, and you're like, dude, is that guy gonna wake up?
Yeah, he woke up. He just forgot colors.
No, man, I saw a fucked up one. It's actually on Instagram. These guys were fighting, these older guys too, by the way. These guys were fighting, I don't know about what. Somebody said in the comments that it was about some guy stole some other guy's lunch. I highly doubt this is for the reason, but if it was, it's kind of pathetic. Somehow the guy gets behind him, and he legitimately goes for like a wrestling suplex, where he like grabs a dude from behind and just throws him and lands him on his head. Yeah, that video ended. That guy never got up, and
Yeah,
his
he's
neck
dead.
his neck was twisted.
Yeah, he's dead. That's why.
I was like, oh. And in that situation, like, I don't think you can claim self-defense.
No,
'Cause no
because you're
punches
trying
were
to do
taken.
Zangief moves. You're trying to do his Ultra 1 from Street Fighter 4.
But like, what I'm saying is that there was no blows taken. It was just that point where
So, you're in police station. So, what are you claiming? Self-defense. So, what did you do in self-defense? Well, back in 2013, Street Fighter Ultra 4, my character was Zangief, so I did his Ultra combo finisher 1. Okay, what was that? German suplex, so I grabbed him and I did it. Yeah, you paralyze that guy now. You're going to jail. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the worst part. Paralyzing is pretty fucked up, but what if you kill a dude because you landed on his neck? That's pretty
God's
fucked up.
will.
Dude, when my nose healed up, I think it healed up fucked up. There's like a certain
Did you ever
point.
go back to get that fixed?
No, they said a few weeks. I gotta wait it out. I gotta also book the appointment with the ENT guy.
Dude, it's been like 2 months.
No, it happened in the beginning of October. Yeah. It was like October 5th, I think. I should book something though. But no, something like whenever I push something, the you know that little cartilage in the center of your nose,
Yeah.
the one that separates the two nostrils.
Yeah.
I think that's not centered properly. Anyways, because if I push on it, it kind of hurts, like it's rubbing on something it shouldn't be.
What you should do is get that pierced.
Get that bull piercing.
Like hose with
shit.
just like hose. Dude, why do people keep coming through here?
I think the inside stays open longer, no? Oh, look, dude, November 9th to the 13th. Oh, it's 2 to 5 p.m. That's why we didn't get buy one, get one free. I was like, dude, if you said buy one, get one free, why didn't I buy one and get one free? It's only 2 to 5, dude.
We're at Krispy Kreme donut, by the way.
You want a Krispy Kreme
No,
donut?
we're at Krispy Kreme donuts, by the way. I don't want to give people our location.
Oh, I was like, what?
We're at Big Five Sporting Goods.
But anyways, I think, yeah, dude, that's the scary part when you see those fights. It's like, that dude might be getting jail time.
Yeah, he
for
is.
some dumb fight about the dude stole the other dude's sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what people fight over?
And I think that's what that fight in general was about.
Wow, man. People need to chill then. Jeez.
Yeah, sometimes you get into the moment, man, and you do kinds of crazy stuff. All of a sudden, you like get out of your rage and you have like a knife in your hand. It's all bloody. You look down. The dude's been stabbed like 1,000,000 times. You went Roman counsel on his ass. History lesson there, people.
That's funny.
You're like, I'm gonna call you Caesar. Oh shit.
Did you have you seen that movie?
What movie?
What's it called? The Last Planet of the Apes movie?
Nah. I haven't seen the last two.
You should watch all of them if you want to be depressed.
That's exactly why I don't see those movies. Because I'm just not interested in them.
Dude, they're good movies.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem. Those movies leave you feeling like gross. Like they have a... There's just certain movies that make you feel gross when you're done watching them. Like
Hey, man,
you're
I
like
need a
depressed.
new calendar.
You should get a new calendar.
No, mine's better. Dare you.
Dang.
Show me that.
Dang. I don't know, man. What else you got going on?
That's it, man. You want to tell them your
My story, I was waiting to tease it till the end, man. To the very end.
This is the end. It's probably going to be a
long podcast?
long pod. Not a long podcast, but a long story.
No, it's not going to be a long story. It's a pretty short one, actually. What was the thing we were talking about in the car ride? And you were like, I was like, I should save it for the freaking podcast.
Oh, damn.
Remember? And you were like, oh, you should probably say this in the podcast. That's what I'm saying, man. This is why
We should have done it on the road.
I know, but we're already on the road. I didn't have the equipment set up. It would have made us stop, get out of the highway, set it up, and drive. That is the only downside about this equipment, is that it does take... The fuck? It takes a bit of time to just set this up. I wish it was a little bit more travel friendly, but oh well. I wish there was a smaller model of this equipment, like a smaller version. But whatever.
I think it was, you're happy you didn't cream pie hose and get pregnant. You get some hoe pregnant.
Yeah, well, no, we were talking about, so we were looking at some stores, and we saw some kids. They just had kids.
Dude, they were young, man.
They were young. They were, if I had to take an educated guess, I would say they were about 17 tops.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They were young, and they had like that baby looked like it came fresh out the womb. Like
It
it was still red.
Yeah, it still needed to bake a little bit.
I was like, whoa. And I saw those kids, and I was telling you, man, I'm like, I think all the gods in existence for what's going on. Weren't those two people that we were talking about in the podcast earlier? Are they still in their car? Weren't they? Did they get into that car? They've been in there for 45 minutes.
Told you it was deep sea fishing.
Probably just stroking it, dog. They're just.
They ain't doing nothing because that car ain't moved.
Maybe that dude's just got great stamina and he's making her work for the auntie. She's like, are you gonna finish anytime soon?
It's like, nope.
It's like, keep going. He's like, let me see it. Oh, jeez. Dude, she'd like go and knock on the window and interview them. What are you guys doing in here? We want to talk about financials on our podcast. Dude, the windows would be steamed over.
Well, I've been looking at the car. There's no movement. I know nothing.
I like how you're like, I've been diligently looking at the car. In all reality, the only thing I've been doing here is...
Well, you know, my car moves a bit more because my shocks are fucked.
Dude, I had to change the shocks on Seabiscuit like 2 or 3 times.
All right, calm down there, braggadocious.
Dude, that was the point with Seabiscuit.
Sorry, Doors Hammer. Fuck.
You're like, I'm gonna call your dick Major.
Yeah. Okay, calm down. Like, no, I didn't travel anywhere. I never hit any bumpy roads. It was just all dick movement. Fuck, calm down.
Hey, man, all I'm saying is that shocks were not good at some point.
Braggadocious much. Can't give you a compliment.
Come on.
Take an inch. Give you an inch, you take 5 miles.
Dude, I'm just saying. All right, I'm saying I know. Plus, by the way, first of all, you should give me even more props because Seabiscuit had a tiny back seat. Tiny back. I like how I said that, and you looked me up and down like trying to equate this math.
I was like, what does that matter?
It's a tiny back seat. It's not like I had like a 4x4 Jeep.
You're like, nah, that's not how I roll. Everything stays in.
Yeah, man.
Tetris.
I'm trying to keep this thing.
Tetris, N-word.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Tetris. All I'm saying, man, is that's what I should be most proud of. Dude, if you guys have ever seen, my first car was a 1994 Nissan Sentra. Google that right now. And if you can't, Google the interior.
Do you have a picture of us?
Huh?
Do you have a picture of us in front of your car?
I don't know in front of my car, but I'm not going to put it in the podcast.
That'd be the most awesome Photoshop ever. It's a
picture of us in the car.
A picture of us. It doesn't require Photoshop.
Well, why would we have posed with my car?
Fucking gay. I don't know.
I think one of our first podcasts, I think I added the photos of our first cars. Remember? It's one of our first podcasts.
I don't know, man. I don't listen to these for quality control.
You should be, fool. I was hearing last week's, and I keep saying like a lot, which is irritating me whenever I hear it.
He's not a good public speaker.
Are you trying to knock me down after the braggadocious moment?
I'm just letting you know.
You're like, you're a shit public speaker.
Shit public speaker. I come off very ignorant, but I'm quite eloquent in my public speaking abilities.
Fuck. Anyways.
No,
we will, man. We gotta reset this. I'm telling you, once secret business idea number 1 is up and running, we won't have to worry about this anymore.
I found some prime real estate.
I'm more worried about all the other stuff. That's why I was asking King Kai questions, because I'm curious on what the back end is requiring. But anyways, that's a topic off podcast. You know what? I hate when people do this douchey shit at meetings, by the way, when they're like, oh, we should have this discussion offline. I'm like, when have we ever been online? This is a meeting.
I think they mean like not on emails.
No, they mean like no, they're in the meeting. They mean not at the meeting. And I'm like, that's just the wrong term.
Yeah.
You're just using that because it sounds right, but it's not the right term. You're not online.
See, they're not good at public speaking either.
Well, it's all, anyways. I'm breathing smoke.
I know.
Long story short, Seabiscuit was a good car. That car was good to me.
So were the minorities that stole it from you. They loved it.
Dude, that car was stolen twice.
Yeah, man.
Twice.
You know Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
He says he still goes to that movie theater.
Why?
Dumb. He's like, yeah, it's a little older, but, you know, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's really not. It's really, really not.
Dude, I'm starting to think they, like, took the bus or something. Because, did they get in that car?
They're in there.
That's weird.
We'll get in the car and we'll back up.
Ah, jeez. What were we talking about before this, though?
The car thing?
Besides the car thing.
Oh, you were going to tell them about the end of your story from last week.
Oh, yeah. We'll tell them right now on the road. 'Cause I feel like exposure to smoke is going to make me forget its story.
It's already getting to me, so, yeah.
That was illegal to do this. Anyways. Yeah, all I know, man, is that I'm very excited because Seabiscuit did do me pretty good. We did so much work on that car.
We did. We were pro at that.
We should get one just out of respect. We should get one.
Out of respect?
Yeah. Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll fix it up, and then you'll daily drive it. That'll be your new daily driver.
See, I don't think I fit in a
Think you
Nissan Sentra.
You'll fit in it. You fit in it before.
94 Nissan Sentra.
Go Craigslist, see if you can find them.
Well, I'm a grown boy now.
Dude, you haven't changed much from high school. What do you got,
Probably
pizza? You got more pizza? You had pizza last time. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. You had pizza last time. Where's the pink pizza from? Oh. Interesting. No, I just never seen a pink pizza box. Pink? Okay. All right, let's continue this podcast in the car because this smoke is getting to me. All right, we had a pause, man. I had a rant a little bit about how much this chick was smoking. I'm like,
yeah, it was a lot, man.
Who smokes nowadays? Once again, we say this at every
people,
podcast,
man.
Apparently, but
A lot of people.
it's disgusting.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
I don't have a problem if you smoke per se.
I do.
That's your thing. You know, that's your freedom. We're in America. You do what you want to do, man. Just when it affects me, then I got a problem with it. And we're outside too, man.
How is she smoking so much that like to go good? I want to say 30 feet away.
We're a good amount away, man. We're far away. It's not like we're right next to her. We're a good, 20, 30 feet away.
And we're still getting a constant stream of
It's a lot of
secondhand death.
It's a lot. It feels like when you go into a casino. If you don't know what it feels like, go into a casino. But we're not. We're outside in the open air. That's a lot, man.
I'll fucking call her Tanya the Train and shit, smoking all over the place. Jeez, man.
It's
Dang,
crazy.
I lost so much. I started getting a headache.
Yeah, man. I was too. I was like, man, I'm about to lose consciousness. What you're talking about?
We need a different time or place to do this at, because this is Milk Tank and her apparently just sit there and talk about.
They have a friend now. They have a friend now.
Anyways,
I'm all happy that you got friends. Just, I'm actually not happy you got friends. Look, man, they got 3 friends. We only 2 and shit.
you're counting yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's distracting. It's bothersome. It's at this point I was more looking forward to listening to that lady talk about her financial advice for that one guy, but or
Yeah,
possibly
her
a date, whatever that
her
was.
financial advice was all.
Dude, they were in that car the whole time. According to you, I didn't see them in there, but I also didn't see a car shaking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if anything, that dude's probably like doing. He's not doing no deep strokes. He's doing like little like.
They went to the front
soft
seat.
strokes. Or maybe she's giving him a handy.
Damn, that's a long ass handy.
Maybe the dude.
Oh, that was going to your problem earlier. We were talking about fucking your everlasting nut.
Oh, my everlasting nut. That sounds bad. Maybe that's what we were talking about. Dude, we didn't even get into this. So I was saying earlier how I was thinking about those kids who were pregnant, and I was thinking how fuck, I that could have been us.
Mm.
We avoided that pregnancy at 16 shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was a late bloomer. I wasn't having sex at 16. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we avoided that. Like, we could have been under 20 with kids. I was telling you, I was super thankful.
Could have been Albertson's warehouse for us, man.
I'm super thankful, dude. I'm gonna go home today. I'm gonna light a candle. I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray to Jesus.
Right.
I'm gonna pray to God.
Right.
I'm gonna pray to John Smith.
Why John Smith?
Or isn't he like a deity in Mormonism?
Yeah.
Pray John Smith. Isn't he the one in Mormonism that like gives you approval before God?
Yeah, something
So
like
John
that.
Smith. This guy's gonna kill us. Anyways, John Smith. I'm gonna pray to him. I'm gonna pray to Cthulhu.
My boy Cthulhu.
I'm gonna pray to that guy.
Got to.
I'm gonna pray to Odin,
Got to.
Thor,
That's right.
maybe even Loki.
That's right.
I'm gonna pray to Zeus
That's right.
and his brother, his
Hades.
Greek brother.
Hades.
No, it says Jupiter. I'm gonna pray his alter ego Jupiter. Or
Damn,
probably
that's popping
God.
off here.
Yeah, man. Like I'm gonna pray all of them. All of them. It's gonna be a long night, but there's some thanks I gotta give. I think it's a little overdue.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of going. You and I were kind of going through, like which would have been the worst to have a child with of my history, right? And there's some obvious red flags, but of the more not reliable, out of the more consistent situations, there is some other flags that are redder than others.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
So I just, either way, I'm just getting ready for my prayer tonight. That's all I was gonna say. So we talked about a lot of bullshit today, and like I think some people are probably wondering about my debauchery, and you were like, "Oh, it's a long story." I'm like, "It's not really a long story. It's not. It's just a small snippet of a situation that occurred to me, and this guy just wants to apparently get next to me,
We'll
Mad
go right
Max
now,
it,
bro.
and clip it.
We'll race for pinks.
So it's a small little segment of what happened to me, and for a split second, this could have gone either way. Okay, so I'm gonna involve you in some of the craziness that sometimes unfolds during a what I would call, I suppose, a passionate night of love making.
It's coming straight from Daddy's House of Erotica.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? You know how? All right, so I can put an analogy for you. You know how you like to go to certain stores like Spencer's, not Spencer's, Hot Topic, and you like to get these mystery boxes with these figures. You know, like when you're like, I don't know what figure's gonna come in here, and this is gonna be, that's half the excitement, is just knowing what the figure is, right? Sometimes I like to go with that route. You go with the mystery situation. It's like, what am I gonna bust out with today? What's the situation gonna happen, right? So let's say I was with this lady. We're messing around, getting a little hot and heavy. You know what I'm saying? Things are getting crazy. You know, stuff's happening. You know, there's certain points where you get like really into the scenario and what's going on and the passion and the feelings and the senses are going off. Your visual senses, your physical touch senses, your sense of touch is what I meant. Your smell, I guess, isn't as big for me as it is for some people during sex, but some people really love that too, whatever. and everything's going crazy. You're into the moment, things getting crazy, and sometimes you gotta step it up. You know what I'm saying? If you're one of the best tips I can give guys, especially guys who have been in relationships for a very long time and their sex life is getting stagnant, like by the time your sex life gets stagnant, you should have already had a lot of conversations about what you and your partner like in bed and what are things you definitely don't like, right? Because if you're trying to spice things up in bed and you all of a sudden think it's okay to shove your dick in their ass and you have and they're not into that, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're not gonna have sex for a while.
Yeah.
Especially if you're serious or you're just like, huh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you might not get sex for a while. Let's just be honest. So, you gotta have some conversations about that ahead of time. But one of the best things I could tell guys is just try to keep some sort of spontaneity, because women love spontaneity. Women love that shit. They love it. I think some guys, like, you're not that guy where you can listen to the same CD over and over and over. I am. But you still gotta have that fucking trap card of spontaneity. Shit that makes Yu-Gi-Oh crazy is that dude always has a fucking card that works perfectly for the situation. That's what women want. In relationships and in sex. So, check it out. So I hadn't cleared these types of scenarios in the past with said woman, and we were messing around. Things are getting really hot and heavy. We're like kind of messing around, and things are being said. We're getting all crazy and passionate or whatever. And I sometimes I feel like I need to preface this story. Sometimes during lovemaking, you get into like a zone where you're like in the zone. You're not really thinking about what you're doing. You're just doing it, right? And I feel like I went a little too much on autopilot here, and I didn't consciously think of what I was doing. So, I'm getting it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just getting a good rhythm in. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do that muscle confusion that P90X always tells you about. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for some reason, I decided to just unsheath the sword, right, from where I had it housed, mainly her, and I decided to unsheath it, right?
Right.
And I decided it was a good idea at this point to go ahead and like proceed to like throw a little spit down.
Wow.
And then do what you call the lipstick. And and when I proceeded to do this, I think the woman was caught off guard by the fact that the spit was thrown into the scenario, right?
Why would you have done that?
What was that?
Why would you have done that?
I was too in the zone, dog. I just got into it.
Oh man, I just saw this on Daddy's Home 7.
No, I just didn't want any friction. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want any friction, so we just went with that. It was just a thing. But I decided to go with the lipstick scenario.
Glue stick.
Dude, glue stick. There you go. The glue stick scenario. Anybody that tells me that this is not a all ages appropriate podcast, I think you're just so full of shit.
I could give this to my gen ed students right now, and they give us pointers.
So I decided to go with the glue stick scenario, and that's when she said what I teased last week on the podcast. She was like, "Oh, you fucking nasty," right? Those are the words that came out of her mouth, and I think that was a response to the spit scenario, right? And there was definitely, like, the moment she said that, because the moment you hear that, you don't know if that's a positive or negative thing. Like, you don't know if that was a positive or she was like, oh, she's real into this. Yeah, I'm going to get this now, right? Like, you don't know if it was that or if it was like oh, fuck. I just fucked this up and I should stop doing what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
There was definitely a split second when you were just like, oh, what did I do? And, you want to take any guesses whether it was a positive or negative?
It's probably a positive. Yeah. So you just unsheath the big 10-inch, and you're like, so you want it back in or what?
No. I unsheathed it intentionally.
Right.
I laid down some more primer. I laid. I wasn't gross about it either. It's not like I was like, oh. I was like, shut up. Like I was like, and then I was like, and then it's like a fucking spit bucket. So ding. Yeah. No. I was kind of somewhat gentle about it. And then that's when I proceeded to glue stick the situation. Right. Like I'm trying to send a letter.
Yeah, just like that.
And then that's why we can't have a fucking legitimate podcast, because I can't stay serious. And I decided to just, just do it up. But before I could glue up the situation, that's when the comment came out. And when you hear that kind of thing, I wasn't like expecting it, so I didn't know if it was a positive or negative situation. And so you're saying it was what?
My thing is positive.
Oh, you're fucking right. It was a positive. It was a weird turn on, but it was kind of one of those situations where you kind of I looked at her reaction facially to see whether it was an angry thing where she's like, you just fucking spit on me, or if it was just like, fuck yeah, now drop the hammer. It was just like one of the, whenever I see what's that one meme where it's just like, oh, he just drops a dick in. I'm like, that sounds so horrible.
Like, hey, how'd they make a meme of me?
It's not like, yeah, so I didn't know whether her reaction was like oh, this is gross, I need to get away from you now, or if it was just like, no, fucking drop that dick now. You know what I'm saying?
It was drop that dick now. The dick was dropped.
Yeah, it was basically like she was into it, but I think the fact that she said it the way she said it, she became very self-conscious about the situation, and then I kind of was like, oh, okay, you didn't mean it in a bad way, that's good, and we just kind of laughed about it a bit, and then I dropped the hammer. That's kind of how that went.
She went to sleep unconscious after that. Super Saiyan guy, Super Saiyan dude. Only available at John's Dick.
Oh man, yeah. So that's my story, man. That's my debauchery. Since apparently a good chunk of you, I'm not gonna point out who of you.
Hoes.
You know what's funny, man? I've come to realize that like women like to pretend like they're super modest and super like, whatever. And in the core of it, they're just sometimes as bad as dudes are, because the complaints I've gotten about not having some of this type of content, a lot of it has been vocalized by women.
Hey, well.
And there's just some prudish women who just refuse to listen to this kind of stuff.
Hey, well, quid pro quo, hoes.
What?
Quid pro quo, hoes.
So that's it, man. Any last comments for these people? I'm gonna leave them off with this debauchery. Anything you wanna let these people know about?
No. Can't tell if this
fucking car apparently is trying to ride my ass.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's the Batmobile or what.
Anyways, any last words for these savages? Anything you want to let these people know about?
No, I think that was it. I think that's a good way to end.
Yeah, man. We'll talk to you guys next week. I'm trying to think of what we'll talk about next week, but fuck it, we'll figure it out. Any last words, dude?
Nope, that's it. Hit that bike.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna get on that bitch right now.